All right, everyone, I want to go over how to adjust your sprinkler timer right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to set the current date and time. So the first thing to do is we're going to come over and set the current date and time. So we're going to come over here and we're going to push the plus symbol, and you're going to see how the timer is now going to 2014, 2015. If 2012 was a better year for you, then by all means set it back to 2012 and just keep reliving it over and over. So I'm going to set it for 2015. And then what you're going to do is press the right arrow key to go to the next station of it. Now, if you need to go back, you can always push the arrow key and go back. So I'm going to push the arrow key over. It says month. So right here it says month, and it's flashing on 1. So we're just going to go up and say, okay, let's just say it's the 4th month. So I'm going to push over again, and now it's flashing on the day. It says day right there, and then down here it says that it's Wednesday. So let's just say it's the 5th day, which is going to say it's Sunday, okay? So, or you can go to whatever day you want. Okay, we'll say it's the 7th. So it's Tuesday. Whatever it's flashing on is what you're going to program. So I can't program AM or PM or the hour or minute right here because it's flashing on the day. So once I get that set, I'll push over again. Now it's flashing up here on AM. If I need to change that, plus or minus is going to change that from AM to PM. So I can say, yep, it's PM. If I push plus again, it will actually go to 24 hours, meaning military time. So I'm going to push plus again. It goes to AM. Plus again. I'm going to say that it's PM. And then I'm going to push over again. Now it's flashing on the hour. So what I'm going to do is just go in. I'm going to look at the time and say, okay, it's 2:35. So I got my hour set. I'm going to push over again. Now it's going to be on the minute. And so what I'm going to do is sit there and go to 35 minutes. So 2:35. So I'm going to go down to 2:35. I'm going to push over again because that's set. Now you're back to the year. Then I'm going to come down here. We're going to go to start times. Now this is what time the timer is going to start, not how long station 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 runs for. It's just what time is it going to start. Right now it's flashing on 8 a.m. and I'm just going to minus it. Let's just say I want it to start at, 1 o'clock in the morning, so 1 a.m. Now it's set to 1 o'clock a.m. Then I can come down here to set run times. Right here it says station 1. So I can set station 1 to water. Let's say I set station 1 to water for 5 minutes. I'm going to push over. Now I'm programming station 2. And I will set the time for station 2. And let's say that I'm setting station 2 for 10 minutes. Okay? I can do that. Now there's station 3 and station 4. And I can go, and that's how you'll adjust your time for each individual station. If there's an area that's not getting enough water or an area that's getting too much water, you can push over, go to station 5 or whatever. Once you've programmed all of the stations on there, if you actually scroll to the end of how many stations you have, it will tell you how many minutes it's taking to run that program. So right now I've only programmed station 1 at 5 minutes and station 2 at 10 minutes. So it's telling me run time to do everything on this program is going to run for 15 minutes. So now I want to explain to you how to do different programs, okay? You have the ability in your timer between program A, B, and C. I usually just say to look at that as program A as clock A and then program B as clock B. So what I can do is, let's say that the application that you'd use program A and B for would be, in my opinion, brand new sod, or you would use it for like a garden. So let's just say that we only have 2 stations on this sprinkler system just to make it easy. So on program A, it says program A right there. The start time is at 1 o'clock a.m. My run time for station 1 is for 5 minutes. Let's say that's the front yard grass. Station 2 is my backyard grass. But then I'm going to go to station 3, and that's my garden. And I'm going to say I'm going to leave that for 0 time. What I'm going to go do is go back to start times. I'm going to push program. Now it says program B, off. What I'm going to do is, let's say that you want your garden to come on. Okay, you want your garden to come on once a week, every Friday at 5 o'clock in the evening. So I can come down here and say I'm going to put my time to 5 o'clock p.m. for the evening. I'm going to go down here to run times. It says station 1 is at 0. Station 2 is at 0. I'm going to go to station 3 and program, let's say 10 minutes to water. Okay? Then I can come down here to program. Then I'm going to go down to water days. So what days to water? You can see that there's a slash through all of the days. You can either look at that as a raindrop or a teardrop. And if I want it to water every Friday, what I'm going to do is scroll over to Friday, and I'm going to push plus. That's saying yes. Now there's not a circle and a line through Friday. That means it's going to water on Friday. So now we've set up program B to water just station 3 on Friday. If I push the program button again, I can see program C. All the days are off. And then if I go push program again, it goes back to program A. So program A is right now flashing on every day. Now as you start wanting to take off days to water because your grass is getting established, I can go over, and now it's flashing on Tuesday. I can say minus for no, I don't want to water that day. And then I can even go over and say I don't want to water on Friday, and I'll push slash, which means no. Now you can see that there's a circle and a slash through Tuesday, and a circle and a slash through Friday. So that means on program A, when it comes on, I'm going to go up here to the start times. It's going to come on at 1 a.m. And it's going to run station 1 for 5 minutes. I'm going to push over. It's going to run station 2 for 10 minutes, but not station 3. And then I can go to program B. I'll start back up here. Program B comes on at 5 o'clock p.m. I can go down to run times. Station 1 isn't going to come on. Station 2 isn't going to come on. But station 3 is going to come on. And how many days is program B to come on? Let's turn down to water days. Oh, it only comes on Friday. I'm going to push the program button to get back to A, and that's going to tell me how many days program A is running. So that is the difference between program A and B. Pump operation. If you turn this on, it will blow your house up. Don't mess with it, okay? Just kidding. It's to wire in like a relay pump for a booster pump for pressure for your irrigation water, or you can even wire a waterfall pump to this as well. But we won't even worry about that. This is my favorite feature. It's a good thing I'm talking to you through YouTube right now, because you would want to probably tackle and hug me right now seeing this awesome feature that is on here. Once you get everything adjusted, you've already gone down to 2 to 3 days to water. You've got all your times set right here, your run times. That station needed more water. Station 2 needed less water. Station 3 needed this water. Once you get to the seasonal adjust, we have crazy springs and we have crazy falls. So this is an easy way to adjust your timer rather than coming to the run times and doing that all the time. So let's say we're in fall and a cold front comes in and we don't need to water as much. And we can come here to the seasonal adjust. I can turn this to 50%, what that's going to do is it's going to cut all of my time in half. So what was programmed at 5 minutes on station 1 is now at 2 minutes. What was programmed at 10 minutes on station 2 is now at 5 minutes. So this is an awesome feature. You don't ever have to go in and mess with this again. Once you initially get it set up, you can run your whole timer off of your seasonal adjust. I can go up and say, wow, it's getting hot. We're in July. I just want to add some extra time to my timer. So I'm going to add 25%. I took it to 125. Now it's at 6 minutes instead of 5 minutes. Station 2 is at 12 minutes instead of 5 minutes. So it will do this for you once you get everything tweaked in. I love this seasonal adjust because now I don't have to remember what I had to have my sprinkler set at to keep it green in the summer and then in the fall. So I'll just put it back down to 100%. That's how you work your seasonal adjust. The solar sync is just an added feature. This is a device like a little weather station that you can wire to this timer that you can it will send data to your computer and everything else and tell you rain and wind and all sorts of fancy stuff. Manual adjust, so this is how you turn on one station, not turning on all of them. So I can come to manual adjust, I can say station 1. Let's say I want station 2 to come on, but I only want it to water for 6 minutes. I will flip it to run. The sprinkler head will come on saying that station 2 is running for 6 minutes. Once it gets done running for the 6 minutes, it will go back to its program time of 10 minutes of what we programmed. Station 2, 10 minutes. That will run one station. If you fertilize your lawn or you just want to run all of your sprinklers, when it's in the run position, press and hold the right arrow key. Once it comes on, it's going to run that whole program. So program A, it's going to run station 1, and then when it's done running station 1, it'll run station 2. When it's done running 2, it'll run 3, 4, 5, and so on. This is an easy way that you can adjust your sprinklers in the spring, or if you just want to see how everything's working. Once it's running, I can see station 1. I can press the right arrow key, and now it will go to station 2. I don't have to turn it off and do the manual station and everything else. Then I can push over, and it will go to station 3. Then I can push over again, and it will go to station 4. Also on this timer that we give you, you have the ability to wire in a wireless rain sensor. So you don't have one in, or maybe you do, depending on if you wanted one. But you have the ability to wire in the rain sensor. What we're going to leave for you is this instruction booklet. I say that this is a great instruction booklet for your wife. It's very detailed. It's a lot of information. Okay, I say that this is the man's instruction booklet right here. So this is the man's instruction booklet. This just goes over very briefly and to the point everything that we've been talking about. And then on the back side here is a place for you to write down the location of all of your heads. So you can go and say, well, I'm going to figure out which is station 1. Remember, run, press and hold the right arrow key. Station 1 comes on, you can write down the location of what station 1 is. Come back to your timer, press over. Station 2 will come on. Now you can write down the location of station 2. I like that it's on this Velcro so I can stick it in the timer and then flip it to what side I want. If I want to see what stations it is, I'll just go ahead and stick it back on the stations. And there you go. Turn the timer to off. There you go. I hope this was informational for you. If you have any questions, let me know.